informed decision, and one that was based on long-term and not short-term. Can you sort of take us through everything that went on with that, and how you ultimately came to the decision that you did?
Just really seeing myself as a long-term prospect in the game of basketball. I knew I needed to return.
Just take us through what you had to do
for my sophomore year. Before I even finished the season, I thought that would do better. I thought that would go better for me as a player for long term, because I want to be ready if I want to make that jump to the next level.
So how much? Who did you talk to? Was there anything that went on with all of that, or was it just automatically in your mind you knew what was next?
I really talked to my parents, the coaches. Excuse me, the coaching staff. I also prayed about it a lot as well. And at the end of the day, I knew it was the best decision for me to come back.
I mean, I know you can't put yourself in other people's shoes, but do you think that what you did is something, taking into account the idea of longer term, is something that more players need to do, more into the future than maybe just what happens the next year?
I think players need to do what they feel is best for them. There's different circumstances of why people leave and why people stay. So I just think that a player should do what's best for them.
Do you feel, were you good with the idea that, you didn't have a lot of pressure to go? A lot of guys that do go, like you said, they feel that pressure to go. Was it good for you that you could make the decision that worked best for you without that external pressure?
Oh yeah, it felt really good to make that decision without having pressure at all on me. I felt like it was the best decision for me, and felt no pressure at all whatsoever to make that decision.
Did you look at what any of the other previous Indiana guys had done, like a Cody Zeller, who could have left after a year, comes back and is the number 4 pick. Victor Oladipo stays 3 years, he's the number 2 pick. Did you look at that at all when you were making your decision?
Of course, we look at that because those were top-notch guys that played the Indiana program. But also, I just went to the consideration of myself as well. Just doing what was best for me.
I don't know how much you look at numbers, but you shot something like 71% last year on twos. What was the key to that? Your efficiency around the basket finishing.
Just really started in practice, just being an aggressive team in practice, just playing aggressive, not calling as many fouls, going up strong to finish. That's what really started it all because, we all weren't that too aggressive at first, so we needed to be more aggressive getting to the basket and also finishing as well, so that helped a lot.
What's been your biggest area of focus individually this offseason to get ready for this year?
Biggest area I was focused on was conditioning wise, also lower body wise, moving laterally, getting quicker on my feet as well, and being more of a vocal leader since we don't have those guys that were here last year.
Question for you on OG. I don't know if you saw this, but Draft Express came out recently, called him the top NBA prospect in the Big Ten. In the preseason Big Ten team comes out, he's not even one of the 10 players. So, in your eyes, which one's right on that?
All the things that the coaches and the older guys had to say.
Really?
What do you think?
One that doesn't have OG on it at all. That one is wrong whatsoever because people will see when the season starts of how much OG has improved and is a key vocal point for our team. He has improved so much since last year. I just can't wait for people to see it.
I remember the first time you met him was at that Derby game, I think, and I remember talking to you there, and you said he had silly bounce. I think maybe you were a little bit surprised at how good he was. Talk about from the time you met him now to where he is now. How different is he as a player?
Not too different, man. He's the same OG, listening to Young Thug 24/7. That's his thing, and we love it about him. He's unique in his own way, and he's a great teammate, a great friend. I just love being with him.
What's the biggest difference in his game now than from the end of last season?
He's starting to take more advantages. He's starting to use his body for his advantage. You know, when he has a smaller player on him, he'll put him down the post. He'll be postal more. He'll go down the post more often. Also, he's more efficient from the 3-point range. You know, me and him go head to head almost every time when we play in basketball, and you know, it's like we're clashing together. You know, iron sharpens iron, and he's getting so much better. You know, he's taking advantages to the fullest out there in the court.
I know Duran missed the summer, but he's there now. What have you been your impressions of him so far as a player?
He's been great as a player. You know, he's willing to learn. You know, always asking questions. He listens. That's the best thing. You know, he listens when we tell him that he has to do something, be here, do this or do that. You know, he listens and he goes out and do it. He tries. He works very hard.
What are the newcomers at guard like? Some of the newcomers at guard, what are they like? Devontae?
Oh, they're great. You know, Devontae and Kurt and Grant Galen, you know, they're great. You know, they work very hard out there on the court. You know, and them being freshmen, you know, they don't know as much as we do. That's been here for a while, and they listen. You know, that's the real great thing about the freshmen this year. They listen a lot and try to grasp the concept as much as they can.
Is it now Coach Hartman for a year? Is he kind of helping you guys out as best he can?
Yeah, he's helping us out as best he can right now. I don't know about for the year point, but he's helping us out. You know, he's always been helping us ever since he was there, and since he got hurt, he's been helping us out as well.
What was the New York City trip like?
It was great. You know, just going there, being in New York. You know, we also went to Manhattan and helped the Boys and Girls Club out there. You know, 120 kids. You know, just being there for them was really great. You know, it helped us a lot as a team. You know, just not being on a business trip or calling it as community service or anything. It was very fun. You know, it was really just really down to earth, and we needed that.
Does Josh Newkirk being in college for 3 years, can you see that paying off?
Oh yeah, I can see that paying off a lot. You know, he's big for us this year. You know, since we don't have Yogi Ferrell anymore. You know, Josh Newkirk helped us a lot last year during practice and also off the court as well. So he'll be a big improvement for us.
How are these two guys?
Oh, these two guys, Rob and James, they're great. You know, those two came back a while ago. Like they never left. You know, just seeing them out there and playing the game of basketball. You know, bringing that defensive intensity as well. You know, and the leadership that they have is great for us. And we need that big time going into the season.
Late shot clock situations last year. Yogi and Troy were two of the better guys at being able to go create something for themselves. Who do you see maybe filling that role this year?
I see all of us really filling that role. You know, we're not really stuck to any positions in here. You know, we're all versatile players, and I feel like if it's in the shot clock, it doesn't matter who has the ball for us. You know, we can all make plays for ourselves and also for each other.
You talked about improving your lateral quickness in the offseason. You said you worked on that. What did you kind of do to improve? Like what kind of stuff were you working on?
Oh, a lot of footwork. You know, a lot of footwork drills like speed ladders. You know, speed steps. You know, quick feet. You know, moving more, and also having a mindset of just getting down in the stance and just moving as well.
Is that something Coach Green really emphasizes with you? Is that something you saw as something you
yeah.
work on?
Oh yeah, I saw it myself. I needed to work on it as well as Coach Green saw it. You know, and as soon as we saw that problem was there, we tried to fix it right then and there.